The next function that we are going to discuss is Python's built-in string functions. We have already discussed lot of string functions under the module string. But these functions which are built in, which means without importing string module, you will be able to use them. Okay, the very first function is join function. Okay, so look at the syntax here. It is str.join of string iterable. So what is the purpose of the function? As it is given here, joins a string or character after each member of the string iterator. That is, here whatever the string that you are giving, okay, so it can be a single character or a sequence of character, okay, and then join, and here you have to pass the string as a argument to this particular function. So when you pass that, every single character of that particular string will be joined with the string whatever given as the very first here in this place. Okay, so look at the example, you will understand better here. So at dot join of Python. Okay, so when you give it like this, so after every single character of this particular string Python, at will be added. Okay, so p at, y at, t at, okay, every single character. Please note it is not after n, okay, only in between this particular character will be added, right? Okay, so look at the next example. So whatever here in this place of str, you can give any string of your choice. Okay, so the only point is it should be given within quotes, right? Okay, so within quotes whatever you give, so it will be considered, it will be added, it will join, it will be added at the end of every single character of the string. Okay, so hash star hash, this is the string that I have given, so this will be added to every single character h. After that, that particular string will be added after e, after l, after l, and then not after the last character. Only that thing you have to remember, right? Okay, only in between it will be added. Okay, so look at this. So here this is the example given to make you to understand that. So here the argument, it is not only a string, you can also pass a list or tuple to it. Okay, but the only condition is when you pass a list or a tuple, all the members of a list or tuple must be a string. Do you understand? Okay, so here dollar symbol dot join of hi all. Okay, so hi is the, this is the list, you know that, right? So it is given within square bracket. So this is the list. In the list, the very first member is hi and the next member is all. Okay, so and then all the members of the particular list should be a string. In that case, this particular function will work very fine. So here when you do that, so here it will be taken as a one complete string, that is one member, and in between that dollar symbol it will be added. Okay, so it is exactly similar to the string. So if you give one single string, so it will be added after each character, okay, except the last character. However, if you pass a list, then it will be added in between, right? Okay, in between it will be added. Okay, look at the next one. This is the example for a tuple. Okay, so it is percentage symbol dot join of hello everyone. Hello is the first member, everyone is the second member. Okay, so when you do that, when you join, so hello and everyone, hello will be taken as a first member. Okay, so that will be joined with everyone, and the result is a string. Have you noted? Okay, the result of a join function is always a string, right? Okay, so whether it is a list or tuple or whatever, okay, so the result of the join function is string. Okay, so here I have written this particular example to make you understand. So all the members of a list or tuple must be a string. You cannot have any other data type. Okay, so here I have tried with hi comma 123. 123 is a number. Okay, so when you have a number, it will not give you any result, instead it will give you error message. Okay, so expected str instance int found. Okay, so it is expecting a string, but you have given a int data type. Okay, so this is the first function. Look at the second function, split function. This function we have already discussed, we have used in our earlier program. So let us understand it more clearly now. So it is string dot, whatever the string that you wanted to split. From the name itself you will be able to understand. So split is a function which is used to split the given string based on a string or a character. Okay, whatever the string that you want to split, okay, so you have to call that function along with that string. Okay, splits a string based on given string or character and returns a list containing split strings as members. Okay, so here look at the example, hello space everyone dot split off. So here what is the argument, string or character? So it is an optional argument which means you can call this function with or without argument. Okay, so if you call this function without argument, then it will take space as a character separator. That is, the purpose of this particular function is to split a string. How it will split? Based on a string or character which is given. If the character or string is not given, then the default character is a space. Okay, so here it will give you hello space everyone. It will split the particular string using a space. Here there is a space. Okay, so before space it will be taken, it will be considered as a first member, and after space it will be considered as second member. So the result is, it is a list, returns a list. Do you understand? Okay, so it is the list is hello as the first argument, comma everyone is the second argument. That is not an argument, second member of the list. Okay, so here hello everyone. So based on O I wanted to split. So when you give a character, that particular character or a string, it will not be, it will no more, it will be a, when you split that string you will not get that particular character, right? Okay, so before O it will be considered as the first element, after O it will be considered as the next, and so on. Okay, so here in hello, so whenever it reaches O, before O this is HELL, right? Okay, so that is the first member. After O, what is that? We don't have any information, that is we don't have any data, there is a space. So and then we are having everyone space and then every, and then that till that it will be a second member because there is another O. So after O it will be considered as, that is O again, it will not be the it will not be taken into the, when you split based on a particular character, that particular character, it will not be a part of the member, right? Okay, so after O what is the remaining character? NE. So when you split hello everyone based on O, then it will split HELL and then every comma NE, that is it will give you a list. Okay, look at the third example, hello everyone dot split. This I have given to make you understand that it is not one single character, you can give a sequence of characters as well, right? Okay, so EVE, this is the string, based on this particular string I want to split. So here it is EVE, so before EVE hello space, so that is the first member. So after EVE, whatever the remaining, that will be considered as the second member. Okay, it will give you the, it will split the string and then it will generate a list based on the split character whatever you have given. And the third example, third function is replace function. So again from the name itself you will be able to understand. So you can replace a word with another word. Okay, so again you have to call it with the string. It can be a string or it can be a string variable, right? So replaces a word or part of the string with another in the given string. So here look at the example, I love Python dot replace of Python. The first argument here, what you need to remember is which will be replaced with what. Okay, so the first one is whatever the word to be replaced, this you want to replace it what, replace it with what, programming. So here Python will be replaced with the programming wherever, in all the places, right? Okay, so I love Python, that now this is replaced with programming, now it will become I love programming. Okay, again it is not necessarily any meaningful word or something, you can replace any string with any string, right? Okay, so here it is a secret message dot replace of every single appearance of E, it will be replaced with the percentage and then percentage. So every E it will be replaced with the 2 percentage symbol. Okay, it will not there is no restriction in the number of characters, right? Okay, so these are all the Python's built-in string functions, right? Now let us understand the importance of string function with the help of an example. So this is a program, okay? So the program is, write a program that inputs a main string and then creates an encrypted string. What do you mean by encrypted string? So you must have already aware that what do you mean by encryption and decryption. Normally, especially in the army, when they wanted to pass a message, the message will not be passed as such. Instead, it will be encrypted and then only it will be sent. That is, whatever the message that you wanted to send, that will be converted into some other message. There are a lot of encryption technologies and logics are available. So here, how we are going to create a encrypted string is that we are going to add some character or we are going to replace some character with some other character. Okay, so here we are going to create a encrypted string by adding a character or a string, okay, at the end of each character whatever you give. Okay, and the program should also be able to produce decrypted string from the encrypted string. So once you send the encrypted string, they should be able to decrypt it, that is get the original string, right? Okay, so we are going to write a program for the same, right? Okay, so this is the, here is the program, okay, def. So this is the function definition, right? Okay, so let us understand what this particular function is doing. Def, the name of the function is encrypt. So str and then n key, there are two parameters, you are passing two parameters to this function. Return n key dot join of str, right? Okay, so what you are returning, your n key, whatever the encryption key that you are entering, that will be joined to the string. Okay, whatever the string that you are passing. So what is the purpose of join function? At the end of each character, whatever the key that you are giving, that will be added, okay, joined in between, right? Okay, so that value, that encrypted string will be returned by this encrypt function. And there is another function def and then decrypt. So again it will take two parameters, str and then encryption key, n key. Okay, what value it is returning? Return str dot split of n key, which means, so when you use a split function, it will split the particular string, whatever the string, okay, based on the character that you are passing, and it will give you a list of strings. It will give you a list of string. Okay, so these two are the functions. So I have used a join function and then split function. Now let us understand, let us execute the program line by line. String is equal to input of enter the main string. I am reading the string. Key, input of enter encryption key, whatever the key that you wanted to give, you please give it. So e string, that is encrypted string, is equal to encrypt of string comma key. Whatever the string that you are reading, whatever the key that you are getting from the user, you are passing it to the encrypt function. So when you pass it to the encrypt function, right? Okay, so here it is, here is the output. Enter the main string, so I am giving it as a secret code. Enter the encryption key, so I am giving some symbols. Okay, so when you give that, this particular symbols will be added after each and every character, after S, after E, after C, every single character it will be added. Okay, so this is the value that will be returned by the function encrypt. Okay, so I am passing enter main string, and I am passing the string, that is secret code, and the key, this particular sequence of characters, to the function. So that will be joined after each character, and then it will give you this particular encrypted string. So and then d string is equal to decrypt of e string. Whatever the string that you have received, that you are passing as an argument, and then the key is whatever the same key that you have given, so that you have to give it as a split value, right? Okay, so and then you are passing this to a decrypt function. So and then you are decrypting, that is you are splitting the particular string based on the key that you were entering. So in that case, at the end of, after this particular step, you will be having the list of characters, that is s comma e comma c comma or, because the result of split function, it will give you a list. Now what I have to do, I have to join, I have to get the secret code as a one single string. So to do that, what am I doing is, now it is the decrypted string is equal to without anything, right? Okay, dot join of d string. What is d string? D string is a list, right? Okay, split function that will give you the list of value. In the list I am having s, e, c, r, e, t, that is all the characters of secret code that will be given you as a list, so that you are storing it in a d string. Okay, so that you are passing as an argument to a join function. Okay, so to the join function, either you can give a string or you can also pass a list or tuple containing all string. So now d string contains all strings, so that you are adding with what? Nothing. So which means, so that will create that will give you a one single word, one single character, which is nothing but your secret code, whatever the message that you have passed, that is the string that you have entered at the very first step. Okay, right?